This is some really old cast tin, Chinese looking vintage tin, so we're going to make it into something for the ultimate man cave. The first job is to remove the handle. I'm going to plate this up, clean it up with a wire wheel. I'm going to try and clean this brass up without taking it all apart, because I want to make this box something unique rather than restoring an old box. It's not worth anything, this box, anyway. In my sandblasting box I use crushed glass. It's quite abrasive and it's good for a range of all different types of sandblasting. You can use it on aluminium, just about anything. Right, everything's out the sandblaster and we're just going to put a coat of standard primer just to help the top coat stick. Unfortunately my primer ran out, so I had to use a white, which is not ideal because I'm going to put a black top coat on. I've put it in the powder coating oven on a really low temperature just to dry and harden. It'll take a couple of hours. You can dry primer in about 15 minutes in a powder coating oven. I left the paint in the oven for about 15 minutes in the powder coating oven, and then straight onto the top coat. This is black gloss, just a standard car paint, nothing special. When you're painting onto something that's slightly warm, the paint also seems to lay a little bit flatter. If you can see, it's pushing the solvent to the surface a little bit quicker, so it gives you a smoother finish overall. So I put the box in the oven with the black paint, left it in there for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours at 30 degrees, and it's dried off nice and hard. So now I'm just going to pick all the masking tape off before I put some clear coat on top. I made some decals at work on my label printer. Got it as a gift for Christmas, so I can make my own decals now. So I've just made 2 or 3 of them just to stick onto the tin. This is the silhouette of the original Jack Daniels inventor, creator, whatever you like, from the original recipes. To be honest with you, it looks a bit like bloody the KFC man. But we'll have to see. We'll have to have a look how it comes out. Having my own decal printer means I can print any label or sticker, and also it saves a lot of money when you're printing 3 or 4 of these at a time for different projects, and they're costing you a tenner each. It's saving you £10, £30-40 on a project where you can do 50 labels just with one piece of vinyl, which cost you a tenner. So it's a lot better value. Now the stickers are on the piece of work, I'm just going to cover it in clear coat just to give it a nice shiny finish, and also to protect the stickers and protect the paint. This does take a lot longer to dry in the powder coating oven. I'll leave this for about 5-6 hours at about 40 degrees, a little bit higher, but you can't go too high because the glue in the stickers will start running. So 40 degrees is about right, 6 hours. This is an abrasive soap with abrasive particles in it, and it takes all the debris off the surface of the brass, giving it a nice shiny finish. And it doesn't take too long either. This is all the bodywork done on the tin, so now it's just a case of putting everything back together, and then we'll try and do something nice with the inside. All the brass pieces polished up quite nicely, and they didn't take, took me about an hour to do all of them, so it was well worth it. So now I'm just going to measure up for the foam. I've got a foam sheet, what's 20mm thick, just about that. So I'm just going to cut some pieces for the lid, the base, and the sides, and then I'm going to cover them with some green material, some felt. I've tried to pre-cut everything and just give it a mock-up just to make sure everything fits in place, and then decide how many of these bottles I can fit inside. I've also got some shot glasses to go in there, so it's just a case of arranging everything and seeing where it fits best and looks best. I was going to try and have 3 bottles, but it actually worked out better with 2. It was a lot more neater. So now I just need to check that everything's tight inside. Shut the lid, shake it, just listening for any rattling. Everything's quiet, so it means that the foam is all the right shape and size. So now we're just going to cover it with some felt, glue it down. This is a bit of a tricky job, especially for someone with big, massive hands like I've got, but I'll try and do the best I can and make it neat. What I've noticed with the felt is when you squeeze it into the foam, if you can look at the top, it's a bit wrinkly. It's just where the foam needs to fill out. So when I cut some of these pieces out, it looked as if the felt was too big, but after you leave it for a minute or two, it actually fills out, the foam stretches again and fills the felt. As you can see, everything looks real nice and tight after a few minutes. So this is the old tin before, and here it is after. And I'm a bit biased because obviously I spent loads of hours on this, but I think it looks spot on. That one of a kind, no one else has got one. 60, 70 years old probably, and it's got a load of this inside. This is the future for all rail men or women who like Jack Daniels. So I better test out my new little toy. Just make sure the Jack Daniels tastes alright in proper English fashion, being an alcoholic. Not really, I don't even drink. But I might as well finish the bottle off while it's there. It'd be a bit rude not to. Just give the glass a little clean. Gonna refill it with another bottle. I did have 3 originally, and put it away for Christmas maybe. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, if you like my video and you're watching it on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe or like it. And if you're on my Facebook page, just like the video and share it. Cheers. Bye.